Hello guys, welcome back to class guys. Today is our topic based on nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay guys, today we will discuss about nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction means in this reaction an atom or group of atoms within a molecules replaced by different atoms or group of atoms. It means suppose that we have an molecules, it react with any nucleophile, stronger nucleophile. That time the nucleophile replace weaker nucleophile. At the place of the weaker nucleophile, stronger nucleophile attached. Okay, we will take one example. It means suppose that we have an alkyl halide Rx, it react with any nucleophile, then it form. It means here carbon have partially positive charge and halide partially negative charge. The nucleophile means guys nucleus loving. It means positive charge loving. It has also negative charge. It love positive charge. Then it attack any alkyl groups. Then formation of R and U and X as a living group. Okay, X as a, it is called the living group. Okay, clear now? On the basis of this, we have two types of nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, first one is we will take first one SN2. SN2 guys, SN2 mean substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, yeah we can say, or we can say bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, are you understood? It means substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. Okay, nucleophilic substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, yeah we can say bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, then in this reaction it is called it follows second order kinetics. Second order kinetic means the rate of reaction depends on two reactants concentration. Okay, the rate of reaction, first point, the rate of reaction depends on two reactants. Okay, two reactants. Okay, clear now? It means it follows second order kinetics, yeah we can say second order reaction. And next step, it completed only single step. It completed only single step. Okay guys, now we will take one example. Suppose that we have any alkyl halide like CH below the plane. Okay, it is below the plane hydrogen. Okay, then next above the plane. Okay, one hydrogen below the plane, one above the plane from dark line. Okay, H. Then here attack any alkyl halide like Br. Okay, it means it react with any nucleophile, stronger nucleophile. Backside attack here OH negative, here back side attacking, backside attacking, then it attack central carbon. Okay, it is partially positive charge, it is nucleophile, behave as a nucleophile, it's your nucleophile, nucleus loving, it means positive charge loving species. Then here form a transition state. Transition state means one nucleophile partially attack and another partially bond break, then formation of, we have carbon, then we have hydrogen, and below the plane hydrogen, next below the, sorry, above the plane we have hydrogen. Now we will indicate these atoms by dotted lines. It means when goes, it means breaking of bond, another attached. Okay, are you understood? Sorry, OH attached, it is called the transition state. Transition state. Okay, transition state means here carbon pentavalents. Pentavalent means it is very unstable state. Pentavalent, we can say 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, 4 bond and 5 bond. It is very unstable. It quickly goes, it means Br behave like as a living groups. Okay, Br bromine, then formation of C, then formation of C, H, just mirror image, then inversion of molecules, here H and here above the plane H. Okay, clear now? Attack OH, then Br negative as a living groups. Okay guys, it is very easy reaction. At first it means we have any alkyl halides. In alkyl halides react with any nucleophile, stronger nucleophile, that time the nucleophile attack from backside, then step first form a transition state. It means it is a very unstable state because nucleophile, one nucleophile attack and another break the bond. It means separate from bond, partially unstable state. Then further Br behave like as a living groups and OH attached, and now 1 2 3 4 tetravalent carbon, it is a stable compound. Yeah, it is a stable molecule. So okay guys, it means the reactivity order of alkyl halides. Suppose that we have first CH3X methyl halides, now 1 degree, R CH2X, now next R C R dash HX, now next R C R dash and R double dash X. Okay, now we have 4 different type of alkyl halides. The reactivity order of SN1 mechanism, it means how nucleophile attack in these type of alkyl halides. It means it is most reactive, then it. Okay, it means because in case of methyl halide, okay, there is no any bulky groups. Bulky groups means bigger groups, so it's very easy to attacking by a nucleophile. Okay, clear now? Here one bulky groups. Okay, clear now? 1 degree alkyl halide. Okay, clear now? Then here 2 degree alkyl halides. Here 3 degree alkyl halides. It means number of groups increase. SN1 mechanism, it means nucleophile feel problems, yeah, feel uncomfortable to attack the central carbon because these group have electron clouds, so nucleophile not attack in central carbon. Okay guys, copy these and then I will come back very soon. Okay guys, now we have next type SN1, substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. It means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, we have already discussed about SN2 mechanism. The rate of reaction depends on the concentration of both reactants, yeah, two reactants we can say. It means alkyl halides and reacting nucleophiles concentration. The rate of reaction depends. Okay, it means the totally inversion of compound SN2 mechanism. Now we have next type SN1. In SN1 mechanism, it follow the first order kinetics. It means the rate of reaction depends only on one reactant concentration and it completed two steps. Okay, clear now? It completed two steps. First, rate of reaction depends on one reactant's concentration. Okay, clear now? Follow the first order kinetic reaction. Number two, it completed two steps. Okay, it completed two steps. First step, formation of carbocations. Okay, then suppose that we have any alkyl halide like CS3, then CS3, then next CS3, 3 degree. Okay, third degree alkyl halides. Here X, it react with, no, at first step breaking of bond. Okay, at first step breaking of bond, because guys here these three alkyl groups are electron releasing groups. Okay, clear now? It means now breakage of bond, here formation of carbocations, then CS3, then next CS3, here formation of carbocations and X negative. Okay, clear now? Step, it is your step first, step number first, formation of carbocation. Okay, clear now? Carbocation formation. Okay guys, it is step first, rate determining step. Okay, call that rate steps. Rate determining step means the rate of reaction determine, yeah, depends on step number first. Okay, clear now? Step number second, now we have carbocations C positive, then 3 alkyl groups. Okay, clear now? Then attack any nucleophile. Okay, dear guys, here no problem to front side attack. Okay, it attack front side because here is no any other groups, yeah, other negative groups attached here, so it's easily attack from front side. Then it is step number second, formation of CS3, no inversion of compounds. Okay, CS3OH. Okay, clear now? This is your SN2 mechanism. Okay, sorry, SN1 mechanism means, SN1 means only the rate of reaction depends on only one reactant. Here is no any another reactant, only you have one alkyl halides. The rate of reaction depend, formation of carbocation first step, it is very slow step. Okay, it is your slow step. Okay, it is your fast step. Okay, because carbocation is very reactive, so formation of that type of compounds. Guys, The reactivity order of alkyl halides, it means 3 degrees mostly, then 2 degree, then 1 degree. Okay, clear now? Because more alkyl groups release replace the another nucleophile and then attack stronger nucleophiles. Okay, thank you guys.